What is up, guitar legends? Sam Wild here. We're looking at Torn today. You're going to need the Capo on fret 1. Alright, for the intro we're going to go to fret 8 and we're going to play our sort of E major shape, or it's fret 7 from the Capo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So we just have this cool power chord shape. You can have open E and also top open E, open B as well. So we're just going to do one strum, and then we take the third finger off and we flatten the first finger to get this sort of E sus shape. If you find that too difficult, you can just play like an A sus instead, and we can just have E major here instead as well. But this is what happens: E, E sus, and then we have to have finger 2 on the A string, 8th fret, and finger 1 moves down to D string 7th fret. Pinky stays where it is. You might have to lower the wrist just to get that stretch. And then to finish, sus shape again. So all together, E, sus shape. Then we have the verse. Now if you find that too tricky, something you can do instead is just play E major to A sus with E in the bass, E major again, and A sus with E in the bass again. You can do that if you want to. You don't quite get the movement though while you're doing it this way. So now we're at the verse. For the verse we're going to have E major, so try and look at this shape, pause if you need to practice it. Then G sharp minor 7. Now you might want to just play a full G minor chord. Personally, I like to play this cool variation of it here. It's a little bit easier as well. And then we go to A7. You can also add the pinky if you want to add that F sharp in there. Now let's take a look at the right hand rhythm. Okay, we're going to have this. So it's quite tricky. If I were you, I would just practice with scratches first, like this. So just practice going down, up, like so. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. Just make sure you can do this first. 1, 2, 3, and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. Okay. Now if you get your E major chord, let's just start with the first part. We have down, up, down, and 3 and 4 and play with me. 3 and 4 E and 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4. Now the next thing we need to do is on the end of this add an up, down, up. Okay, but you can release the chord hand where there's those star signs. So it sounds like this. Down, down, up, down, bucket up. So the chord hand just comes off slightly when you get to those star signs for the up and the down, and then that final up can be accented like that. You don't have to do those star signs, you can just play it down, 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 up. Alright. Now we can add another up, like so. Alright, and then we add a third up. Okay, and then we're going to tag on another down and another up on the end of that. 1, 2, 3, 4 we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now if you want to, you can add on one more down up, and when you're doing this last down up, you can be changing chords. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. So try and do a rhythm twice for each chord, like so. Okay, now of course we need to play this faster for the song, but it's good to practice it slower when you're first trying to do it. Okay, the actual speed is more like this. Okay, now for this first verse we're going to do that chord progression twice. Alright, then we're going to get to the pre-chorus. For the pre-chorus we do C sharp minor, then B, like a B sus, then G sharp minor again, and B sus again. And that's going to bring us into the chorus, right? You're so light, conversation has run dry. That's what's going on, nothing's fine, I'm torn. Now for the chorus, you can play E, B, C sharp, A down there. I prefer it up here. You get a few more chord colors up here, sounds really good. So you just have this, the same thing we had in the intro, is for the E major chord, alright? Or you can play it down here. Alright, then we go to B, looks like this. Okay, you still got open E and B in there. For C sharp minor, you're going to slide it up, but make sure that the middle finger is touching the G string, but it's not pushing it in because we don't want that string doing anything. So we need to have a finger on it just to make sure it's silent. So here it's pushed in, here you just release it, but keep it on the string. Because if you don't, watch what happens. Sounds awful. You get that G note, which clashes, right? So just make sure it's touching the G string, but you can't push it in, because that will also sound wrong. Alright, it's just got to be touching the G string. Then we go down to our A chord, which is the same shape as B, just 5th fret from Capo. So all together, nothing's fine, I'm torn, I'm more like fate, this is how I feel. Or you can do it down here, nothing's fine, I'm torn, I'm more like fate, this is how I feel. Oh no. Or up high. So I guess the fortune teller's right. Okay, then we have a second verse. So second verse is only going to be once round the chord this time instead of twice. Then we have a second pre-chorus, a second chorus, exactly the same as before. Right. Then there's this sort of in-between part. So we're going to have C sharp minor. This is the bit which goes ta. Right, just C sharp to A. Okay. Then we're going to this instrumental bit. So for this part we have C sharp minor twice. I tend to do it as a bar chord instead of open, and I hammer on these fingers as well, which is a cool trick, just on the first strum. So you strum and then bring them down. Okay, you don't have to, it's just an option. So we're going to do 2 rhythms on C sharp minor, then 1 on E, then 1 on B, then we have a pre-chorus. Nothing left, used to lie, conversation has run dry. and that's what's going on. Nothing's fine until once we finish this third chorus, we're going to play C sharp minor, then B twice. And of course we have the epic slide solo here. So again, to clarify, C sharp minor, then B twice is going to bring us into the guitar solo. For the guitar solo, you can just play the chorus chords. It's just E, B, C sharp, A. It's the same thing, okay? Or you can actually play the solo if you want to. The solo is done with a slide, so you need a glass slide on your finger to make it sound authentic. And you're gonna slide up quite a lot of frets here. But if you don't have a slide, you can just pick it. So get your third finger on the B string, 6th fret. We're gonna play all the way up to the 13th fret. You can have vibrato as well. Then 10th fret on the E string to the 5th fret on the E string. So you pick, then slide, and then you can pick again. If you're on acoustic guitar, you might have to pick every note, otherwise it won't ring loud enough. Whereas electric guitar, you can put distortion pedal on. You can literally just, you could just pick once and it would be loud enough. But on acoustic, you might want to pick each note, yeah? That's all it is. Now on the third time, we're going to have this. So you're going to slide from 10 to 13 and back again. And then return to the 5th fret. Okay, so you can do the solo if you want, or just play chorus chords and just vibe with the solo when you play along to it. Alright guys, that is everything. The play along's coming up, so you can try and do the whole song with me. You'll have the diagrams, rhythms as a guide. Alright, if you found this lesson helpful, please give it a like. Make sure you subscribe, obviously hit the notification bell icon too. Alright, good luck with the play along. I'll see you in the next lesson.